Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining the ProActivators Club Podcast. Now, this podcast is going to be about leadership, entrepreneurship, and everything in between. This podcast is going to be mostly to learn what is a ProActivator. A few years ago, while I was reading the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen A. Smith, look at me, by Stephen Covey, I learned about the 7 habits, and habit 1 was to be proactive. And after not just reading the book and doing a book report on that book, but I started teaching that book in a book club. Well, after a while, I came up with a word, ProActivator, because I was like, hey, I was becoming a proactive person. Other people around me, they were being proactive about the teachings that we were going through on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Habit 1 is be proactive, but I was looking for a word that described that person instead of saying, oh, that person is proactive or they're being proactive. So after some thought, I came up with a word, ProActivator. Oh, that person is a ProActivator. That means that they are proactive in every area of their lives, and they are actively seeking to think ahead, to be better, to learn more, to better themselves, and have that personal development always in the forefront of their lives, whether it's with their families, with their financial life, with their health and fitness, with the spiritual life, any area that we want to get better at, and you are actively working on it, and you excel, then you are a ProActivator. I'm going to be seeking for ProActivators, and I'll be interviewing them, asking them what are the habits that they had to eliminate from their lives, what are the habits that they had to implement in their lives, enable for them to excel in those areas. Now, it's going to be very hard to find a person who has been a ProActivator in every area of life. I'm going to be looking for them. It will be really cool to find somebody who has been a ProActivator in every area. For the most part, ProActivators are really good in, I would say, 3 areas of their lives. A really good ProActivator in 3 areas of their lives, and the other 2 might not be so good at all. They might be lacking. Why? Because they put a lot of effort in those 2 or 3 items. They might be very wealthy, but then maybe their family life is not as good. They might have a good spiritual connection with the Lord and serve at church, but then their financial life is not the best. Or maybe they might be gym junkies, go to the gym, work out, muscular people, they eat healthy, but then their home life is not that great. So this is going to be the goal for the ProActivators Club. We're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about habits, how to eradicate or terminate, because the ProActivator comes from, I believe, 2 or 3 areas. One of them is obviously to be proactive, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, habit 1. The other one is, I took it from the Terminator. The Terminator, I'm like, man, that guy, you see, the Terminator he was so indestructible. that they had to make him the good guy in the second movie and on, right? They had to make him the good guy. The Terminator, somebody who's determined, who's got a goal in their mind and nothing that's the goal that they need to do. That was the Terminator. So that the Terminator, the ProActivator is a Terminator. It's somebody who is synced in the habits that they need to eradicate, eliminate, terminate, and then at the same time build habits that are going to edify their lives and those around them. That's what a ProActivator is. That's where it comes from. We're going to be doing this podcast. It's going to be based on ProActivators. I hope that you subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, give us some comments, and help us help this movement, right, of finding and creating ProActivators. I want to have people who, oh man, you know what, I want to be a ProActivator. I want to be one of those guys. I want to, you know what, this area of my life is not that great. Let me start working on this area. I want to be a ProActivator in every area of my life. And that's the goal, folks. That's the goal that I have for the ProActivators Club. All right, my friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you later.